Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Jason, and I'm coming at you with the last habit number 10 that has changed my life, and it is simplify your life. You know what? I'm a sentimental person. I'm going to tell you straight out of the gate. I love holding on to stuff because somebody gave it to me, because of what it means to me, where I got it from, all that kind of stuff. And I still have stuff that's sentimental to me that I'm just never going to get rid of. But that made it hard for me to get rid of clothes out of my closet. It made it hard for me to be able to say, you know what, I haven't used this particular thing in years. It made it hard for me to recognize that I had a lot of junk. I wasn't hoarder status, but I probably was borderline. And you know what I hoarded a lot of? Decorations. I love like decor and making things look cool and nice and clean and all that kind of stuff. But I would go into Hobby Lobby and go nuts on those little quote board deals that have, like, you know, coffee and this and that, and, you know, butt first coffee or this, that, or the other, faith and all these kinds of things. I had all that kind of stuff, and I still have some of those things, but I got rid of so much junk. I literally went through my closet and cleared it out. I got rid of every graphic tee that I've ever owned. So I've discovered that if I can just wear the same thing all the time, most of the time people don't really care. They notice, but they don't really care. And if I can just focus on deciding that this is how I'm going to be, I'm going to simplify things. I'm going to simplify, get the clutter out of the way. It's one less decision that I got to make every day. I've got to make one less decision of what I'm going to wear, what am I going to do, this, that, and the other. And you know what I do love is when I come home, like, everything is just in its place, because there's not a lot of stuff. Everything is right where it's supposed to be, and that is just an unbelievable feeling. It's kind of like the whole make your bed thing we talked about, where you know, things are just good, and it's clean, and it's right. And you know, this hasn't been a new thought process. Jesus lived a pretty simple life. He didn't have a lot of stuff. In fact, the Bible says he didn't even have a place to lay his head sometimes. He didn't have a bed, he didn't have a pillow, he didn't have a house. You would have thought that maybe the first thing Jesus would have done when he came here would be to kind of establish a headquarters. Like, this is where we're going to base out of, guys. Like, there's 12 rooms, you all get your own room, and, you know, all that. You know, we're going to go collect donations, and we're going to have this and all that kind of business. But he lived a very simple life. He didn't have a lot of things. And so what I'm saying to you today is that if you really want your life to change, then just get rid of some of the junk. Get rid of the gold shirts. Get rid of the stuff that's in the garage. Like, get rid of the storage unit. If you have stuff that's in a storage unit, like, unless you are planning on using that in the next year or two, why do you even have it? I don't understand. Like, we just got to get rid of some of the clutter in our lives. And if we do that, I promise you, it'll change your life. Don't buy something unless you need it. And then in that case, just invest in the good stuff. You know, choose the good stuff. Choose quality. Because if you don't have a lot, you can choose to get something nicer. Anyway, I could go on about this, but just know that if you decide that you want to change your life, like, think about how you can simplify your life. Think about how you can get rid of stuff. Think about what you need, and try to dial that down to that being what you really have, is what you need. So consider that today. Consider all 10 of these habits. Share these videos. Subscribe if you haven't. Would love to hear your thoughts and your comments on these things. Share those things down below in the comments. Would love to hear that. And share it where you saw it. And until next time, we'll see you.